what we love about Bonita is its small town charm and its quaintness. And so when we get a chance to preserve it, we do. And with this house, we get, I think, 4 generations of history. Both the Historic Society and the Historic Preservation Board are both working to get oral histories, to look into getting more homes. So if anybody, like, I just found out that the Ringling Brothers own property down the road. So that's really exciting. And we're working to make downtown Bonita Springs come alive again and to enhance the culture of Bonita Springs and to enhance the beauty of our small town, quaint, lovely city.
Hi, my name is Pflieger. I'm a 4th generation Bonitian here in Bonita Springs. And this is my little house. We're here today to commemorate the house as being a historic residence in the city of Bonita Springs. I've been working on this process for a little bit and glad to see it finally happening and getting on the records. The house used to be close to the train tracks. It was an overnight house for the railroad. There used to be a wall inside that had a bunch of signatures on the inside from all the railroad workers that worked on the railroad and stayed there overnight. The main bedroom was like the captain's quarters. Since then, it was moved here. It was moved by my great-grandparents a long time ago. I've got pictures with no trees around here back when it was the only house here. And my great-grandparents lived there for a while. After that, my parents lived here in the house. And then there was a period of time where it was owned by somebody else and we were able to get the house back in the family. And the time being, we've renovated the inside of the house and now it's where it stands today. Basically, since it's been in the family for a while, we just kind of thought, you know, it'd be a nice place to live, and it was a great little starting residence for me and my wife. And it's kind of worked out really nice. Been a great part of town, perfect area for the park, all the events that happen there. And it's just a great little area to be right around here. All the work was done inside. Then we went to the city after we did all the work on the inside to make it a historic residence. In the future, we're still trying to possibly do the siding of the house and replace the vinyl with some hardy board siding. We've just redone the fence out here, handmade fence and brand new driveway. But other than that, basically once we get the siding done, the house will be complete. Like I said, the whole inside of the house has been completely renovated from when we got it. And it's just been really nice. It's a part of Bonitian history. You know, I think keeping history is just a very important thing, especially in a nice little small town like Bonita here that's now blowing up to be, you know, 20,000-30,000 population. It's a lot bigger than it used to be, and just having these little places around town that, you know, commemorate what Bonita used to be like, it's just great.
As part of the Historic Preservation Board, what we try to do is we try to preserve as many properties and resources in Bonita Springs as we can. So doing that has been very challenging. We have people come forward and want to be designated historic, which is great. We have about 22 properties right now that are designated, and we hope to have more.
I think it's very important for us as new Bonitians to help preserve and protect all of the old structures, tales, and history of this lovely little town. And here's another example of it. This little house, McSwain House, the Kasner House, the water towers, all the things around that remind us of what it was to live here back at the turn of the century.
So part of the board's role is to research and make sure that we get residents and business owners to come forward to be designated historic. So it's so nice that Chris and Michelle came forward and asked to be designated. So we designated that, and then this is the best part of the board's role is the unveiling of the plaque, the historic plaque.
Hi, I'm Councilwoman Laura Carr, District 3, and Mayor Simmons, something came up in his schedule, and so he's unable to be here tonight with us, but Amy Carumba, District 1 councilperson, Mike Gibson, District 5, and we have City Manager Arlene Hunter, And Mike is over there.
Like Figandoli.
There's Dallas, Bonnie, the owners, past and present, former councilperson Grant, and this is one of the first homes, I believe, that was built on Pennsylvania Avenue back in 1947. But Dallas is the one who knows the real history, so I'm going to turn the show over to Dallas and let him take over.
I don't know a whole lot of history here, Laura, but good afternoon. My name is Dallas Reward. I'm the chairman of the Historic Preservation Board for the City of Bonita Springs. I want to thank you all for coming out today, and especially Chris and Michelle for designating their home a historic property here in Bonita Springs. Historic preservation could be defined as a novel. It's a story that explains our past and shares it with the future. One of the importance of preserving history and to look into the future in a big perspective. How will it impact future generations? When Chris and Melissa came to the Historic Preservation Board, we were thrilled to have them request to become a historic resource in Bonita Springs. The bungalow was built in 1947. Chris explained to us that the house was the 4th generation in the family. His great-grandfather had purchased it, his grandparents lived in it, his parents lived in it, and now he lived in it. So we're very happy to have them come forward and become a historic resource here in Bonita Springs. We all know the importance of history for our communities and future generations. Please consider spreading the words to any Bonitian that you may know that they may be eligible to have their property designated a historic resource. This way we can preserve our beautiful historic Bonita Springs and the foundations it was built upon. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you guys for coming forward and having it designated. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I look forward to having more homes designated in the area as well. And our plaque. So this is really kind of cool, this plaque, how the board went through many times and went through revision and revision, and this is what we came up with for all of our historic resources in Bonita Springs. So if there's any residents that have homes that are older that they would like to be preserved and be a historic resource in Bonita Springs, they can fill out an application with the City of Bonita Springs and submit it, and then the board reviews it, and once we decide that it is a historic resource, then we designate it a historic building.